Oh, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Hopefully, y'all are doing good out there, having a good day today, and having a great Monday. Good start to your week. Hopefully, everything is going good with you guys. Let me know down in the comments how you're doing and what you've been up to. So, in this video, I wanted to compare these two games that I've been playing, Skater XL and Session. And these games are both available on Steam. They're both around the same price. I think 30 bucks, maybe 40. Can't remember now, but they're either 30 or 40 bucks. And I watched some videos on which one I should get, what's the differences and stuff like that. And still, I didn't really get a definitive answer, so I figured I would make one just in case anybody's interested in either of these games and you want to know maybe which one you should get. So, first thing I want to say is I got these games because Skate was not working on my computer. For some reason, it just will not load. I don't know if it's my antivirus or the Windows protector or whatever it is, but it just will not open. I've tried all kinds of things. I've tried for hours and hours and hours to fix it, and I just cannot get it to work. So if by chance anybody watching this knows what the problem could be, let me know down in the comments. What happens is I download it, works fine. I've tried it on the EA app, Steam, and pretty much anywhere you can try it. And I click to open it, and it starts to load, and then it just closes. So yeah, let me know if you guys have had that problem and if you know how to fix it. But this first game here is Skater XL, and the next one you'll see is Session. So if you want a game that's fun and enjoyable, they are both good. They are both fun. Skater XL is the one that I would choose if you're not used to these kind of controls. The controls are a lot different than like a Tony Hawk or any kind of game like that. Not very arcadey. It's more trying to be realistic, where you use both the sticks and to ollie to do your flips, and you use the triggers actually to turn. So that was pretty hard to get used to. But if I had to choose between Session and Skate, I would go, or Session and Skater XL. I would ask myself a couple questions. One, do you want a game that's going to be harder to learn but more fun to master? Or do you want a game that you can just kind of pick up, and once you get used to it, it won't take as much time to get used to. Once you get used to it, you can have fun, mess around. The Skater XL, which is playing right now, has has mods and stuff like that. So there are different maps. I didn't know that when I first started playing it. I just played this default map, but there are other maps. And you can choose different skateboards and clothes and stuff like that. And I would say they have about the same amount of customization. Maybe Session has a little bit more customization. But yeah, so I would choose Skater XL if you're not used to this kind of game and you just want to try one and you want to have fun and learn one that's not super difficult but still pretty rewarding and feels like a newer skate game. Session is a lot harder in my opinion. Like on this video, I can get a couple grinds going and stuff like that. In Session, I cannot grind to save my life. There are settings you can change to make it a little bit easier. Session does have like gravity settings, spin, rotation speed. So there's different stuff in Session, but this one's Session now that's starting. But if you want something that's a little easier to pick up, something that's still fun, I would get Skater XL. But if you're looking for something that you can learn over time and master and enjoy, definitely get Session. Session is just a lot harder of a game. Me jumping into them and only playing for a couple hours, I definitely felt like I had more fun on Skater XL because I was able to put together more tricks and do more things that I was hoping I'd be able to do. On Session, it was very hard. As you can see, I'm just messing around trying to figure out the controls here. But it was pretty hard to figure out the controls and how to get certain angles to do grinds and stuff like that. Like, I still can't grind on Session. I still can't like do a trick to a manual on Session, but that's just because I haven't played very long and I haven't practiced very much. It's not to say that people can't do these things. There's tons of people who can. You can go watch videos on people playing Session. There are people who are amazing at it, so it's definitely learnable. It's just if you want to try that hard at it and if you want to spend that much time on it. Me, I kind of wanted a casual game, so if I had to choose, like I said, I would choose Skater XL just because it's more beginner friendly, it feels like. But they're both really cool games. Session is fun. It feels very satisfying when you actually land a trick. and there's like a video editor setting where you can go back and watch your tricks and stuff like that. And it feels like Session has a little bit more customization with your settings and stuff like that. So if you want to be able to adjust your ollie height and your flip speed and different things like that, Session has it. Skater XL has a little bit of that, but not as much, I don't think. But yeah, so if you're new to these kind of games and you just want to try one, and you know, you like skateboarding, you want something that feels cool, but you're not like willing to spend hours and hours and hours and hours trying to land a certain trick, I would get Skater XL. That's just my opinion. Like I said, they're both about the same price, so it's up in the air, you know, which one's better, quote unquote. I think they're both amazing games. Session, I don't play as much as Skater XL. I definitely play Skater XL more just because I've been able to do more on there, like I said, and learn more. But Session's cool, don't get me wrong. It's pretty hard. Like right here, I'm trying to do a grind. I kind of got one and then I fell. It's pretty crazy. Like you can just knock yourself off your skateboard doing almost anything. Like if you hit it wrong, you fly off. If you land wrong, you fly off. So there's definitely a learning curve to it. But as you can see, I'm able to kind of get them down. But a lot less tricks landed in Session than on Skater XL. So if you're a beginner and you just want something fun to pick up, I would try Skater XL. If you want an arcade game for the same price, you could get Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, I think it is. It's either 3 or 4 or 1 and 2. It might be 1 and 2, I think, actually. So let me check on Steam real quick. But for around the same price, yeah, you can get Tony Hawk. And that's more of an easy to learn, easy to get into kind of game that doesn't take as much learning. And it's still pretty cool. There's a lot of customization in Tony Hawk. Yeah, it's 1 and 2. But it's on Steam for around the same price. So it's remastered. The only thing with the Tony Hawk game is it's pretty short. I've already pretty much beat the game, and I've only played it for... Let me check my settings. Tony Hawk. I've played it for 5.7 hours, and I've pretty much beat the game. So it is kind of short, but it's a lot more arcadey and a lot more fast and easy to do. It's very easy. Grinding, you just hit Y, and, you know, X is for flips, and B... sorry, B is for grab and stuff like that, so it's pretty simple. If you want something that's going to be very simple and still pretty fun, get Tony Hawk. But if you want a game that's like this, that has the flip controls and looks more realistic and stuff like that, you're going to want one of these two games, or Skate, if Skate works for you guys. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, if I had to choose for myself personally, I would choose Skater XL, just because it's a little bit easier, like I've been saying, and hopefully someone watches this and decides which game they want to get, if they want to get either of them. Like I said, they're both pretty cool, but you can tell Session I'm having a lot harder time trying to do anything, so it was definitely more frustrating, and it wasn't as fun as I was hoping it would be at first. But it was cool. It's still a cool game, but like you can see, you just fall all the time. You have to be pretty precise and pretty good at... See, even like that, I feel like I didn't do anything wrong and I still went flying. So yeah, anyways, let me know if you guys have played either of these games, and if you guys play Skate or Tony Hawk, let me know down in the comments. I love these kind of games. Skateboarding was one of my first obsessions, so it's definitely fun to play them and be able to do stuff I can't do in real life. But anyways, you guys have an amazing day. Take it easy, enjoy your life, and I hope you all have a wonderful, amazing holiday. Peace.